Hello and welcome everyone into the Lore Council. This is Cade and I'm joined with Keith.
Hello, it is good to be back.
It is certainly good to be back, and what better day could we have come back on than May 4th, obviously big ol' Star Wars Day, so...
Yeah, the corporate Star Wars holiday that I kind of care about, not really.
Well, it's always been a thing, like ever since, forever, but yeah,
It seems like it only got really big the last couple of years-ish or so, and it's like, it's Star Wars Day, it's like, nah.
Yeah, it's fun as I got a cool Snapchat filter out of it, so I took my picture for the year, so...
Yeah, I don't really need, like, I guess, like, a day as an excuse to do Star Wars stuff, right? Like, I just kind of... I live Star Wars, man.
I live, breathe, and eat Star Wars. But yeah, obviously, as the title of the video implies here, it's our May the 4th special, and we thought it'd be fun to do a little bit of Would You Rather? And essentially, if you haven't played Would You Rather, I don't know what rock you've been living under for the past century and a half. But basically, we're going to give each other... We haven't heard any of these, and if they overlap, even better, the great minds think alike. But yeah, we give each other two options, and it's Would You Rather. It's like... And it's not one of those things where you can't pick either. It's like, gun to your head, they're going to blast your brains out if you don't pick one or the other, so... Or blaster, I suppose.
Oh yeah, real high-stakes situation here.
But yeah, do you want to get us kicked off with your number one?
Yeah, without further ado. Yeah, so this one seems kind of obvious to me, at least. Well, I don't know, but... would you rather have Darth Bane or Darth Sidious as your Sith Master?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, Darth Bane. Obviously, he's not I mean, he's
like the best Sith, kind of?
Yeah, well, he's like the progenitor of, like, the Sith that most Star Wars fans know, so, yeah, yeah, he, like, created the rule of two. I think it's really cool. He's also just a really fun character. We get a lot more of his psyche in Legends than we ever really did with Palpatine's, so...
Yeah, Palpatine's always just kind of, or, Sidious, he's got plans, and he's manipulative, and he basically just wants ultimate power over everyone and everything. He doesn't care how he gets it. And Darth Bane, he's kind of like a good Sith in a way. Like, he just wants the Sith to go, like, he wants the Sith to prosper, and kind of in a way doesn't care about himself. He more cares about the Sith dynasty. And as an apprentice, he would just want you to get as strong as possible so that you can, overtake him. That's all he wants. And that's kind of cool. Like, he's not, like Sidious, he just wants to, manipulate and control you for power. Like, like Darth Vader, he just wants to keep him on a leash.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely cooler. Darth Bane also has a really dope curved tilt lightsaber, so that's also cool.
Hook-handled. Yeah, the original before Count Dooku.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool. And I think, yeah, the whole idea of being seen as more of an equal as opposed to like a tool is also a lot cooler. And you also have room to learn versus Palpatine is like, well, I'll teach you what I want you to know, but you're never going to off me, so...
Oh, yeah, sure.
So that definitely helps, too. Also, the era that Bane lives in is also super cool and unexplored, so we get to explore a bit of that.
Yeah, you don't really need, I guess, to know that much. It's just kind of like... It's the Republic before it was the Republic, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, it's basically the same, same shit, different era, right? 1,000 years before.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, but it's a little bit different before, like, the Rushan Reformation and after. It also be...
Oh, yeah, sure. Huge Sith army is always cool.
You would also get the dope prestige of being the, basically the first apprentice and, like, second master ever of the Order of the Sith Lords, so that'd be pretty cool, too.
Yeah.
All right, so my number one, would you rather have Luke's Episode 6 lightsaber or Anakin's Episode 3 lightsaber?
So basically just Anakin's lightsaber?
Yeah, Anakin's lightsaber from Episode 3, the one that Luke gets in Episode 4.
Sure, yeah. Ooh, that's kind of a hard choice.
Yeah, I know, it's like the two most iconic lightsabers in Star Wars. Blue versus green.
I would have to go with the classic Anakin's lightsaber, yeah.
Nice. Any particular reason why? Do you prefer blue over green, or?
No, it's more for the hilt actually. I think the hilt just looks better, I guess.
Oh, but yeah, the hilt is dope. I love both.
I've always thought Luke's lightsaber kind of looks like a, I don't know, like a naked lightsaber, kind of like a stripped down, just bare bones lightsaber, you know.
Yeah, and that kind of makes sense, you know, considering he made it in, you know, Obi-Wan's crappy hut on crappy Tatooine. So.
And it looks very similar to Obi-Wan's lightsaber,
yeah.
so that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's really a wrong option. Like, obviously, they're the...
No, yeah, like, if I had to, like, pick a third option, I kind of like how, like, Cage Skywalker, he basically has, like, a lightsaber that looks like Anakin's handle, but it's green. That to me would be, like, the perfect sort of combo there. But if I, you know, give him the choice, Anakin's lightsaber.
All right, nice. So what is your number 2?
Yes, number 2. Would you rather have Anakin or Obi-Wan as your Jedi apprentice?
Oh, oh man, that's an interesting one. Because if I pick Anakin, Sidious is probably just gonna kill me for like messing with his plan.
It's like you're a Jedi master, you know, and you got the pick of Anakin or Obi-Wan, you know, both the young versions or whatever.
Oh, the young version. Well, I was gonna say maybe for like aesthetic reasons, I think I would pick Obi-Wan just because him and I have kind of the similar like haircut and beard. I
mean, he doesn't have it yet.
He doesn't. That's the thing, though. They both have their disgusting like buzz cut rat tail things.
But really, it's more about the personalities. You know, like which one would you like prefer?
Yeah. So
like, who would you rather train?
I would say. So I'm going off of like yeah. I would say maybe like I think young Obi-Wan I think would be a little cooler because he's a little bit chill, but he's not like too chill. Like he's not like, you know, like super rigid. I feel like, you know, like young Obi-Wan and I, like we could go out to like the bar and we could have a couple, you know, beers. We could be chill. But Anakin, I feel like, you know, he has a couple beers and he's going to want to like stab somebody.
Yeah, Anakin does seem like the tougher case to train, sure.
Yeah, and like there's that too.
He's also more interesting. He's got kind of more stuff going on.
Yeah, he's got more stuff going on, but it's like, you know, man, I don't think I have the capacity to train young Anakin. I think Obi-Wan's a bit more of like a stable case.
Yeah. You know, raised by the Jedi from birth kind of thing. Cause,
yeah, it's the more typical
basically,
thing.
They both still have the same origin. You would get 10-year-old Anakin, essentially.
Yeah, I think definitely I would go with... Yeah, I think I'd go with Obi-Wan. It's a tough choice, though. Like, there's interesting story bits to either. But I think Obi-Wan... yeah, I mean, the only problem is with me, you know, Obi-Wan training with me, he's not going to end up, you know, using Form 3 or Form 2. He's going to end up... or no, Form 3. Yeah, I was right. Form 3. He's not going to end up using that. He's going to have baseball, you know, Form 5 swings. So he's probably going to get killed by Grievous in 3. But, you know, that's a problem for later.
It's the Chad Jim So style.
Yeah, pretty much.
And if you don't have Anakin, you know, you won't have him being a goof and asking people if they're an angel every 5 seconds.
Yeah. Plus, then he's not gonna try and off me when Order 66 happens.
Yeah, that's true.
That's always a good one.
Who knows? I mean, you know, totally different timeline there, but
that's true. That's true. Very true. Yeah. So my number 2 has Luke involved again. Luke versus Vader on Bespin, or Luke versus Vader on the Death Star.
Like, which fight do I prefer?
Yeah, which one do you prefer? And I'm not talking about like story wise. I'm talking about just choreography, purely like fighting wise.
Yeah. It's Empire all the way. I love that fight. It's iconic.
It is iconic. I think they're both iconic, though, is what makes it a tough choice.
Yeah, but you got to take into the factor that the Return of the Jedi fight gets kind of cut in with all the Ewok stuff, and then the Rebel battle, and the Vader fight. It's pretty much mostly, you know, Luke versus Vader. Not a lot of cuts. Yeah, it's just man, it's so great. I love that fight.
Yeah, I think they're both amazing. The atmosphere of both is just like top notch too, which really helps.
Oh yeah, definitely. I still really prefer the Empire fight. It's like one of those fights you already kind of knew about before you even saw the movie, you know?
Oh, true. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, from pop culture and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Fortunately, as a kid, I was able to go in blind and watch it because we didn't have cable or anything. So.
Yeah, I don't remember the first time I saw Empire. I remember watching like the Hoth battle. I saw it on TV at a bank I was at when I was a little kid. I was like, oh, that looks so freaking cool. It's like rebels and stuff. Like, what the heck's going on? I probably watched that a little bit later on. But yeah, because definitely, I also just prefer Empire, the movie, over Return of the Jedi. So, of course, I would just really prefer that final fight.
Sure. Gotcha.
And, yeah, so my next thing, would you rather live during the Republic era or the Imperial era? When I say the Republic era, like the old Republic, 1,000 years of peace and all that, or the Imperial era? There's like 20 years of dog crap.
Well, I mean, it is tough, like, looking from an outside perspective, because the Imperial era is definitely, like, more iconic. Like, you have the Stormtroopers, the Star Destroyers. Is this from, like, a in-universe perspective, or a,
like, yeah, if you're gonna, like, be transported into Star Wars and you have the option to, like, live during either era, what are you gonna go with?
I mean, in-universe, like, the Republic, like, Golden Age would definitely... I feel like that's the easier choice. Because obviously I wouldn't have to deal with, a fascist government,
Yeah. But what about the evil Jedi, kidnapping babies and stuff?
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, what if I have a son and he gets kidnapped by the evil Jedi? Oh God forbid he lives a life of, training to be, like, in the most famous order in the galaxy. And again, kind of loop back to my Darth Bane answer. I think, like, the era, it'd be really cool to live in, because, like, I'd get to see firsthand, like, oh, this is what it was like, after the Ruusan Reformations, I think that'd be really cool. I'd get to explore. I probably wouldn't, because I'd probably be broke and wouldn't be afford to leave my home planet, but...
Right, unless you're like a star pilot or something.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think definitely... Yeah, that one's a little bit easier, but I think definitely, yeah, like old Republic, for sure.
And now that I ask it, I guess it is kind of obvious. Like, yeah, why would you want to live? Yeah, it's more. I guess the Imperial era is more iconic, but kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. I would say, so to give a double answer, I would say in universe, definitely Old Republic. Out of universe, Empire era, because, like, I think it'd be dope. Like, Star Destroyer is like the most iconic ship probably besides the X-wing.
Oh yeah. So
getting to see all that,
like if it's like, let's say, like a D&D game, you would prefer Imperial era.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a couple weeks ago, I was at Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland, and, like, even then, like, I know it's like sequel era, but, like, seeing Stormtroopers all, like, geared up, like, in person, it's dope. It's really cool.
Right, sure. Even if it is just knockoff, New Hope, basically.
Yeah, essentially. So, like, getting to see all that and, like, firsthand, like, as a fan, like, oh my god, I'm on Tatooine. Look at that. Oh my god, so cool.
Well, I mean, isn't it? It's like Baku or something is the place out there.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I would say definitely. Yeah, it's kind of
canon planet.
Yeah, kind of two answers of, like, yeah, in universe definitely Old Republic, out of universe Empire era. So,
all right, I'll allow it.
Nice.
I'll allow the double answer.
So my next one also involves Empire as one of the answers, but okay. Rebellion ships or Imperial ships, and this isn't going off of, like, functionality; it's going purely off of aesthetics.
Ooh, darn.
Yeah, so no turbo lasers, just, like, which one do you prefer the looks of? The Rebellion ships or the Imperial ships? And this is taking into account, like, legends, like, all the variants and everything that we get, so.
That's pretty easy for me. The Imperial look is just a lot cooler, yeah.
A-Wings, though, bro.
Eh. Yeah, the Rebellion's ships always kind of seemed like the junky, ships. They're all like asymmetrical, which is you might find pleasing, but yeah, I definitely prefer the Imperial ships because they're mostly like symmetrical and they have like a generally the same style. The Rebel ships are kind of made up of different ships pulled from different, alien races and stuff like that. And I would definitely go with the Empire look, but if I had to give like maybe a third option, I would go with the look of the Republic army, the Grand Army of the Republic. Since it's just like the precursor to the Empire anyway, right?
Sure. So you would be a evil Imperial flying around in a Star Destroyer between the two options.
Yeah, flying in the TIE Fighter, even though they don't have like life support or anything, or shields.
Oh yeah, literally like one laser blast. Oh my god! Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
kicking ass in the AT-AT.
Oh no, it's just ships
flying around in the Death Star, blowing stuff up. Oh.
Yeah, no.
You gotta include all this stuff in there.
No, it's just starships, bro, not the.
But the Death Star counts, right? It flies through space. It uses hyperspace.
That's true. It does have hyperspace. I will allow it. It's
nice.
That's no moon.
Yeah, it's the Death Star, man. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. So what is your number 4?
Okay. Yeah. Number 4. Would you rather be a Jedi or a bounty hunter? And this is like in-universe question.
In universe, I would
like you're gonna be a Jedi or you're gonna be a gritty bounty hunter.
So in universe, I would definitely probably go with bounty hunter. Not only is it like more attainable than being a Jedi, but like you get to live that like OC like cool dude like I'm like a wannabe Boba Fett life. You get to like kick in the cantina doors and go have a Teresian ale up at the bar or have some Juma juice or whatever it might be. And I think bounty hunters are also very iconic as well. Like, how dope would it be? You're basically a space cowboy.
Sure, it's taken from the westerns, the real like there were actual bounty hunters in the Old West, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean plus like looking at like the iconic bounty hunters we have like Boba Fett, Jango Fett, Like, oh, I mean, like, you got to think about it. Like Mando's line from, like, the first season, like, I could bring you in warm or I can bring you in cold. Like, how that'd be so cool to, like, say to a person. And then you get to, like, the bar fight. And I think obviously, I'd probably get, like, blasted in the face, like, the first job I take. But, for those, like,
the logistics of it, to me, like, seems like a pain in the ass. Like, how are you going to find, like, one person in this huge galaxy?
Yeah, exactly. But, like, at the same time, like...
Well, we just have these magic DNA trackers that can find them anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, like, regardless of logistics, like, being able to, like, fly around in, like, your own starship, you get to come up with, like, you get to come up with the cool name for your starship. Side note, if I ever had a starship, it'd be called the Red Hen.
Okay.
It's a inside joke with some of my buddies and I. There, one of the bars we used to go to was called the Red Hen. So,
okay,
and Star Wars ships are always named after birds. So,
oh yeah, true. Yeah. Millennium Falcon, the Ebon Hawk.
Like the two most iconic are named after birds, anyways. The Moldy Crow.
Which one is that?
It's Kyle Katarn's ship.
Oh.
Ravens. I think it's Raven's Claw or something like that. But yeah, Star Wars ships are always named after birds and. Yeah, I think being a bounty hunter allows you to like have more impact on the galaxy than some like Joe Schmo Jedi who just sits and reads like a datapad all day. And don't get me wrong,
want to have a lightsaber and use the Force.
It would be cool, but like depending on like the era, like I'm never gonna get to use it. Versus a bounty hunter, like you're spread out across like every era. You're always gonna be.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You're always going to have a job versus, like, Jedi. It's like, oh, what are you going to do in, like, the 1,000 years of peace after, like, the Brotherhood of Darkness is destroyed? It's like, I'm a Jedi janitor. I use the Force to unclog toilets.
Yeah, in the Republic era, at least, the Jedi are just kind of like, I don't want to say like, I guess they're just kind of like bodyguards sometimes, and or other times they're like ambassadors or negotiators. But yeah, they're not really like heroes. But hey, if you were Jedi during the Clone Wars, you get a lot of action.
Yeah, and then I get
also horrible death.
Yeah, I get shot by like a group of 50 super battle droids,
or your own troopers,
or my own troopers, or yeah, exactly. Like there's 1,000 ways to die versus bounty hunter. You get to make your name, maybe retire, have like a chill life.
I guess it's a choice between being a bounty hunter and kind of being your own man, kind of doing your own thing, or being a Jedi and the trade-off of having the Force and all that is you got to follow the rules and all this other stuff.
I mean,
I definitely like the idea of bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Sure, but the Force, it's the Force, man, and lightsaber.
That's true, but oh my god, you can't forget Jedi steal kids, bro. Oh my god.
That's true. Yeah,
that's true.
Child kidnappers.
I'd have to kidnap a child and punch its parents in the face and whatever. So
they kidnap them and they force feed them and clothe them, train them,
provide them
awful.
You force them to have shelter for their entire life.
Jedi are evil.
They're so evil.
Anakin says so. He said
oh my god, yeah.
Revenge of the Sith.
Star Wars theory said they're evil, bro. Oh my god.
We should hold off before we anger too many people.
Before we get off. So my next one is since you're a big Mando fan, Mandalorian fan that is.
Yes.
Boba Fett or Jango Fett?
Oh, that's easy. Jango Fett, because is this just like aesthetics, just preference?
Just in general.
In general, I kind of really prefer Jango. Like, he's got the cooler armor, cooler ship color, in my opinion. He's got double blasters that are really cool, like a cowboy. Yeah, he's basically, he's the original Boba Fett,
That's true. Quite literally.
Got a cooler backstory, I think.
Yeah, but Boba Fett's got the cape, bro.
Yeah, he does have that little cape. Jango Fett. Totally, Jango Fett wins.
Sure, nice. All right, so what's up next on your Would You Rather list?
Oh, right. Yes, I forgot.
Would you kindly?
Okay. Guess this is kind of similar to a previous question. Would you rather have Qui-Gon or Obi-Wan as your master? Your Jedi master?
Oh man, that's an interesting one. I mean, Obi-Wan obviously I would say is the more iconic between all of them. Between the two options. But Qui-Gon, you get the satisfaction of having a bit more of an unorthodox like Jedi teaching.
Sure, he's a little bit more of a maverick. Kind of does what he wants. Yeah, I'll just mind trick this guy who's the leader of an entire race of people, so I can get a watership thing.
Yeah, man. That's
I'll mind trick this random junk dealer to have me pay him with useless money.
Okay, so here's
credit will do fine. No, but I definitely would prefer Qui-Gon just because I don't know. I like him better. I think he's cool.
I think after kind of everything, I think I would pick Obi-Wan. He's a bit more well-rounded in a lot of stuff. Like Qui-Gon, obviously you get the whole Maverick thing, but Obi-Wan, I feel like experience-wise ends up trumping Qui-Gon. He has a bit more experience of like, fighting against other Force users, having different fighting styles, because obviously he started with Ataru and then switched over to Sarisu, so I could get both of those switched from Ataru to Sarisu.
Right.
Versus
Qui-Gon fought a Sith and he just got his ass beat.
Yeah, exactly. Like, as soon as it was like 1v1, he got kind of like, shit stomped in like 2 minutes.
He had to jump up on the ship and get away. He's freaking winded and everything.
Yeah, so I definitely think Obi-Wan in general, like, you'll have the more orthodox, you'll have to follow all the rules. But, like, in the era, I think having Obi-Wan as a master would definitely be a little bit better. Plus, I'd probably survive Order 66. So,
okay.
that helps too. Plus, now I can loop around to Obi-Wan and I both have beards, so there we go.
Yes, you can both relate on that.
Yeah, we can both relate on
Qui-Gon has a beard.
Yeah, but it's one of those like weird, like disconnected mustache and beards versus Obi-Wan and I have.
Don't hate on the disconnected mustache beard combo.
Well, I'm not hating on it, but Obi-Wan's and I's like we have a similar like face, similar haircut, similar beard. So like you'd get that like cool thing where it's like, oh my god, like you guys are so alike. You look just like each other. We finish each other's sandwiches.
It's understandable. I would prefer Qui-Gon, I guess, just because he just seems like more chill, more zen. I guess Obi-Wan kind of has like daddy issues in a way with Qui-Gon. He just seems a little bit more, not, I guess, strict and kind of stuffy a little bit. At least at the beginning when he's training Anakin.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like he's kind of uptight, And Qui-Gon's just kind of like chill, like, you just go with the flow, man. I'll just train this Jedi. He's like, he's only 10 years old. It's all good, man. We're all just beings in the galaxy.
Yeah, true.
But, what is your next thing, number 5?
All right, so my next one also involves Boba Fett again, but
okay.
Boba Fett's blaster rifle or Han Solo's blaster pistol? Both very iconic, both very cool looking.
Darn. I'd have to go with Han Solo's blaster. Nice. It looks cool.
It does look cool. I love. I don't know why, but I love little scopes on blaster pistols. Like it's always been just a really cool look.
Yeah, even though kind of weird and like with that kind of scope, you would have to like put the pistol like right up to your face in order to look through it.
Yeah, but it does look cool. It's definitely the more iconic out of the two.
Yeah, it's basically just like a Mauser with, like a flash thing on the end of it and stuff. Yeah, I just would prefer like blaster pistol over like this big blaster rifle.
Sure.
And yeah. Not too much to say on that, I guess, but now for mine, number 6, Millennium Falcon or Slave One.
Oh, for me, that's really easy. I love the Corellian ships. I think they're all awesome. Definitely Millennium Falcon.
Okay, how come? Just because it's like bigger, more cozy, or what?
Yeah, it's bigger. It's a bit more cozy. I think it just looks. It looks more. It looks cooler. Like it's just. I mean, there's the iconicness of it. Obviously, like the Millennium Falcon is probably, besides the X-wing, the most iconic of the starships. Sure. I just think the satellite looks cool. The shape of it looks cool. It's got a Dejarik board in it, bro.
That's true. Yeah,
that's true. I think the fire sprays are really cool, but just everything about the Millennium Falcon to me is like it's iconic and it inspired a lot of the freighters and stuff that we see in later Star Wars. The Ebon Hawk is essentially a ripoff of the Millennium Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
We get that. The whole iconicness of it. I think the color of it, like kind of that monotone grayish with a little bit of the darker color, and some of the spots look cool. Plus, it's got the antenna, bro.
Oh, you mean the satellite dish thing?
Or the satellite dish, yeah. And then the mounted turbo lasers, super cool. Plus,
that's true.
It's like the fastest ship in the galaxy.
That's true, yeah. I would go with Slave One because it's cool. It's smaller. It's kind of more, compact and everything. More of a cool guy's ship, I guess.
Sure.
It's got all these extra features and stuff. All right, yeah, interesting. Very interesting. And what's your next thing?
My next one is... So this is only going off the expanded universe. Would you rather have only comics or only books?
Darn. There are a lot of really good comics, but I just prefer reading books in general. So I guess I would, and the books are pretty great. So yeah, I would definitely want to go with books only.
Sure.
Because for the comics, the main big things in the comics is like Tales of the Jedi, the Republic comics. Those are the two big ones I would care about in that era, or I mean, in the comics. Yeah, and then but for the novels, like a lot of the Star Wars novels are really, really good. So I think you would get more bang for your buck with the books.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go with the novels.
Nice. I think I would too. Yeah, there's a lot more stuff that happens kind of in the novels that tie in a lot more with the books. So
yeah, like if you have to like read something in the Star Wars expanded universe, I would definitely just point people to the novels first. Like there's lots more like prequel novels to things. All this great stuff happens mainly in the books. And sure, there's like comic book adaptations of some of the novels and stuff, but yeah, with the novels you get everything, pretty much.
Yeah.
The main thing I guess I would be missing from the comics would be the Republic comics, the Clone Wars stuff.
Yeah, that does play a big part into the whole of that prequel era.
Yeah, and Legacy is really good too. That's another thing I guess I would miss. Because there's not really like a book version of that. That era, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's another bit. And like I said, Tales of the Jedi, because it's got all this great, proto Jedi stuff, like pre the Golden Age of the Republic and all that.
Yeah, also that.
But yeah, my final question thing isn't really too difficult. At least I don't think so. X-wing or Delta 7?
Definitely X-wing. I love the X-wing. It's my favorite starfighter for sure.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, I absolutely love the X-wing.
I really like the look of the Delta 7. Triangles, bro.
Yeah, Delta 7 is cool.
And it actually was made to be like a miniaturized version of a Star Destroyer, like the look.
Yeah, and that's awesome. But I mean the X-wings, they blew up the Death Star, man.
Yeah, I don't know. They've always looked kind of not junky to me, but just kind of they're the underdog ships. They're not supposed to look that great.
And I think
guess it's more industrial kind of looking.
Yeah, and I think that does a big part of it for me too. Like, especially part of that that charm of like the rebels and the OTs. Like everything looks super like it's kind of cobbled together. It's a little bit crusty. It's a little bit dusty.
There's supposed to be like these old junky ships.
Yeah, and I mean the Delta 7 is awesome. I love the Delta 7. But, I mean, overall, it's hard to beat the X-Wing. It's like the original Star Wars starfighter. Yeah. Going off of, and, if we want to, rope this into it too, but, like, video games, I mean, it's that perfect balance of, like, oh, well, it can do, like, bombing runs. It can be a versus starfighter thing. It can do this. It can do that. It's just super versatile.
Yeah, it can go into hyperspace.
And yeah, it can jump into hyperspace without having to have a goofy hyperspace ring.
It doesn't need a giant freaking ring that it like has to attach into.
Yeah, so that definitely helps too. But yeah, overall, it's hard to beat the X-Wing.
All right, yeah, I can definitely go with that. Yeah, I just prefer the look of the Delta 7. It's just very streamlined and kind of compact. It's just really cool looking to me. I am a sucker for the Clone Wars era. The expanded universe Clone Wars era, not the knockoff 3D Clone Wars.
Oh, another thing for the X-Wing's favor. Everybody can fly it, but we only ever see Delta 7s with Jedi, so they have that bit of everyman feel to them.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, so there's definitely that.
Like a regular dude flying an X-wing, sure.
Yeah, Luke Skywalker, who was a farm boy from Tatooine, flew his Skyhopper, and then he can also just fly an X-wing. So.
Yep. And did you have another question, or are we all out?
No, I did have one final,
nice.
The ultimate question. So mine also is a Jedi Master question. It also involves Obi-Wan. And this is only counting the OT. Yoda or Ben Kenobi as your Jedi Master. Episode 5 Yoda or Episode 4 Obi-Wan?
Oh, it's easy. Yoda. Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yoda all the way.
So to move the goalposts a little, does it change it if you switch it to Obi-Wan in general or Yoda in general?
So Obi-Wan at any age or Yoda pretty much. Dang, it kind of does a little bit. I don't know. Like I like kooky, more Zen Yoda in Empire, but then in the prequels, he's kind of more. I don't know. He's more like toned down and sort of relaxed and stuff. If it's OT Yoda and Ben, I go with Yoda. But if it's like prequel Obi-Wan and Yoda, then I guess I would go with Obi-Wan in that case, like young Obi-Wan.
Sure, but you don't want the prestige of like having the Grand Master of the Jedi Order train you.
No, well, at least in the prequel era, it seems like Yoda only trains like the little kids in like groups and stuff, and he doesn't really have like individual Padawans, from what I can gather.
Yeah, but he had Dooku, bro.
It doesn't seem like it in like I'm reading this novel right now that was recommended by Mandalore, the Legacy of the Jedi and stuff like that.
Yep.
They say in it Yoda just trains everyone as a kid, and so he trained Dooku and stuff like that. But Dooku had like a totally separate master. That's a bit of a retcon.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
But prequel Obi-Wan and Yoda, I go with Obi-Wan. But old Ben and Empire Yoda, I go with Empire Yoda because he's iconic and he just seems like a better master at that point. Obi-Wan doesn't really teach Luke that much, he's all old and tired. He's like, just practice with this thing. Use the Force, Luke. Trust your feelings.
Yeah, but he's the first Jedi Master we ever get.
Nah, no, Yoda all the way. Okay. At least in the OT era.
Yeah, for sure. So,
kind of funny how that did change my answer. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, and just thinking about it, I mean, it's always fun to get into. So, so I guess that about does it for our May 4th specials. So,
snap these off.
Yeah, snap these off. If you enjoyed this video or any other videos that we have, we actually have a Discord. We finally have some active members in it. So active member. Yeah, we have one active member. So if you're so inclined, join that. Otherwise, in the comments, I think both of us would love to see any kind of would you rather's that you can kind of shoot at us. Those are always fun to go over. It's just a fun video topic, and for Star Wars Day, what better to do than pick between one option or the other.
Indeed, and if you post or type a comment a video idea or something, we'll probably do it because we don't have that many ideas.
Yeah, very true. So if you've enjoyed this or any other content we've put out on the Lore Council channel, go ahead and drop this video a like and subscribe to the channel. We're growing, and we thank each and every one of you guys for subscribing to the channel because you're helping us chug along, and we appreciate all of you guys, especially on Star Wars Day. So Star Wars is our kind of bread and butter franchise that we kind of got into the channel with. So it's great to see you guys responding so positively to it. So. Yeah, and May the 4th be with you. Yeah, and this is Cade from the Lore Council. May the 4th be with you. See you next year. See you next year for our next video.